This is the first time I tried this Camel's monochrome fluid pour painting kit and I thought I completely ruined it. Hi, this is Modula, the artist behind Modula Creations, helping you to learn to draw, paint and relax through art. Camel's monochrome pouring kit is little bit different from the other pouring sets from Camel. So in this video, I'm going to exactly show you how you can make this kit work for you and lots of tips on the way. So let's get started. Camel Fluid Acrylic Colors set for pour painting comes in 3 different sets: Aqua, Monochrome and Sunset. We have already worked with the Aqua and the Sunset pour kit, which I'll link in the card above and the description box below. You can check that out later. Today I'll be working with the Camel's Monochrome Fluid Acrylic Colors. The pack says it is ready to pour. It is also mentioned that it is a DIY kit, which is a do-it-yourself kit. It has 4 shades in it. It also says no pouring medium required. The cost of this pack is 249 rupees and you might get it in an offer price from Amazon. So do check the link below in the description to know the current price. It has a canvas board, fluid acrylic bottles and an apron. Now let me cut this open. It actually comes in a Ziploc pouch. The first thing you will see is the canvas. It is a 8 by 8 inch canvas. Then you have the 4 colors wrapped in a plastic cover. Then finally we have an apron. This is to protect your dress from not getting spoiled. To do the pour painting, these are the materials that you will require. Apart from the canvas and the colors, you will need 4 disposable cups to use as a stand and 1 more cup for pouring colors. So totally 5 cups. Don't use very small coffee cups, at least use 200 ml cups. Then you will need a newspaper or a plastic sheet to protect the surface wherever you are working. Also ensure that you have enough sheets on the paper. Finally, you will need gloves to protect your hands. You can either use a latex or rubber gloves or plastic gloves. These are cheap plastic gloves, but they are biodegradable that I got in Amazon. I'll link all the materials that I've used in the description box below. First, let me prepare the surface. The paper goes as the base. Then we will set the 4 cups. 1 cup I'll keep it separate for pouring. The canvas comes wrapped in a cover. I will take it off first. Now place the canvas on top of the cups. Ensure that it is stable and it does not topple off. That's the last thing we want to see. So this is how it looks from the sides. The first color in the set is black. The darkest color in the set, of course. The next is white. Then we have metallic silver and finally metallic gold. So the kit has very contrasting colors. Now let's take the cup. I will remove all the caps from the bottle so that it's easy while pouring. I am planning to do a dirty pour. Let's first see how the metallic color is. Metallic gold. It seems very thick and it doesn't flow, which I am not really happy about. Let's try the metallic silver. Even this is very pretty thick. Let's try the normal colors now. White and black flows very nicely and it's in a perfect pour consistency. As you can see, black is too much overpowering this entire set. So we will use it little less than the other colors. Slightly tilt the cup and start pouring from the sides. I have linked the other 2 sets, the Aqua and the Sunset pour painting, in the card above. You can check that out later. Let's keep pouring and alternate the colors. You can use 70 to 80% of the kit and keep the rest. Before you pour, wear the gloves so that you don't get your hands dirty. Press the cup at the side and create a sharp edge so that it's easy to pour. Now let's start to pour. Since this is a dirty pour, you can pour anywhere you want. Raise the canvas and slightly start rotating it. Since these colors are thicker than the other Camlin pour series, it takes a long time to spread. It also seems the colors are getting dry too quickly, so the spreading capability is getting reduced too soon. As I told you already, I am not happy with the consistency of the metallic paints. They are not in the pour consistency. Okay, once the paint starts to reach the edge of the canvas, allow it to drip. The surface starts to appear too bumpy because of the metallic colors. See this area here? The metallic colors are dropping as blobs instead of mixing and spreading. I am not actually okay with this result. Did I ruin this completely? And I wanted to be sure if this is a problem with this particular kit or with every monochrome kit out there. So I'm going to purchase one more kit and try to break the code. Okay, here I got a new one from Amazon. Let me first check the metallic colors in this set. As you can see, straight out of the bottles, the metallic colors are not flowing. This seems to be the case with all the monochrome sets. So what we will do is, we will do the same dirty pour, but we will make the gold and silver to little more mix with the black and white when we are pouring in the cup. We will also do a puddle pour at the last to make it more flowing. I'll show you both the ways. On this channel, I post video tutorials like this, reviews and much more every week, so do subscribe and also click on the bell icon so that you get notifications from YouTube whenever I post a new video. When you are starting to pour, every time you pour a metallic color, you use a white or a black before that and allow it to drip till the end of the cup, that is all the way down, so that it mixes to some extent. Also, another thing I noticed is that do shake the metallic color bottle to make it more workable, even though it is not very flowy. Okay. Use 70% of white, gold and silver and 40% of black. You will not need too much of black, but at the same time the metallic paints will not spread without black and white. So we need to balance the colors. We will do a dirty pour. You can pour colors any way you want. Once you are done with the cup, the next thing I will do is a puddle pour. Since this is most darker, we will start the puddle with a white. You can add other colors as you want. For the puddles, you can directly pour from the bottles and make your choice of color circles. Once you've filled up the space, lift the canvas and start moving the colors. Now that we have allowed it to mix little more when pouring on the cup, it spreads better. Now for all the canvas edges, if it had not filled, just touch it up, don't wipe it up, instead give it a light touch. This is much more nice and not bumpy. I love the lines that it has given here and patterns too. Let me show you in close-up. We still have some remaining paint, right? We can fill this small canvas. This is a 6-inch by 4-inch canvas. We can use the same support. We will do a fill directly from the bottles. Use black and white as the base for the metallic colors. You can use it in any order and then lift the canvas and move it around. This is nice. There is still little pull from the metallic colors. You can stop it here. If you want a more subtle look, I'm just going to blow this using a straw since it's a smaller canvas. Otherwise you can actually blow directly also. This will allow the paint to mix with the nearby colors. Again, raise the canvas and move the colors around to some extent. You can add more colors and more layers and repeat the process. So now here is another subtle variant. So let me show this to you in close-up. We have some nice patterns on this too. It would be definitely great if Camel enhances the consistency of the metallic colors in this set. That will make this acrylic pour kit easy to work for any beginner. Here are all the three. Which one did you like? The first, second or the third one? Let me know in the comments. If you like what you saw and if you got value from this video, do click on the like button and share it with your friends too. Do subscribe and let's stay in touch. Here are some useful videos for you to watch. Have a great week and happy